Yeah, shout out Mojave. You know what I'm saying? When am I gonna tell you the virginity story? Uh, I mean that's coming. Last time I tried to tell it though, chat completely took me out of my vibe because my internet at the time, I think it went out, and chat was just dick sucking so heavy. It just took me out the vibe completely. Holy shit, I'm not telling it right now. I don't have the energy to tell that story. That's like a story that I have to tell like when I have more energy. Cause me saying it right now is not gonna hit the same. We like 5 hours in. I'm almost about to leave, you know what I mean? Do I cut my own toes while getting what? Oh, you mean curl? Have I ever curled my toes when I busted before? I don't think I have. I had screamed one time though. Like I almost cried. I can't lie. I almost cried once. No joke, bro. No joke. No, it was worse than the Tom and Jerry shit. I started going crazy. I was squealing. No, I scroam. That shit had me looking and feeling different. What? Wait, what? Nah, I forgot. And it wasn't even my first time. That was like, I thought it would be like, so like I thought it would sound different when I let it out. So that's why I wasn't expecting it to sound like that. I really wasn't. And so blah blah blah, she doing what she doing. I'm like, hey yo, this is kind of crazy. And I had been looking forward to it like the whole day. I already knew like the vibe that she was on. Like I already knew that like this is where it was going. And then when we finally get to it, I was just like at a point where I knew like nothing could ruin the rest of the day. And like nigga said, you scare him. That's crazy. And she doing what she doing. And then I just know, I'm like, yo, here it come. In my mind, I'm like, here it come. And I remember her telling me not too long ago, like she like, you know, she only hinted at liking moans, right? Like moans and grunts, and like this is like before the little dirty talk era. So I was like, okay, if you just let it out, she probably gonna be in love. Like she probably gonna enjoy this shit crazy. And I didn't expect, like, I knew what was gonna happen, but I just didn't expect it to go the way it went. And so like I let it loose, and then like after I let it loose, like the octaves they had went too high. The octaves went too high. And I was like, oh shit, let me try to like bring it back a little bit. But I couldn't catch my voice. So it was already too late to like pull back. So like halfway through, I'm like hitting the notes like an opera singer on some shit. And then I tried to bring it back, but like I stopped like completely. So I was catching my breath while I was yelling. And I was like, no, I don't want to recreate it because I still have it vividly, like I still have the sound vividly memorized in my head. And like I feel like recreating it is going to bring back such shame. But when I did it and I was trying to catch my voice and try to catch my like breath while it was happening, bro, nah, that's crazy. Anyway, I thought in my head, I'm like, yo, she going to think this is sexy as fuck. But like, I noticed like halfway into my scream, like as I'm looking at her, she looking at me, but it's not the type of look that's like it's not the type of look. How do I explain it? It's not the type of look where it's like, oh yeah, nigga, keep going. Like it's not one of those look. It's a look where it's like, is he serious? And in my mind, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, no, you not you scaring the hoes while getting head. That's crazy. This can't happen. But in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, I got it. Like, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't. It wasn't okay. And she didn't laugh. Like I really felt a little bad after that, just like a little bit, because I'm like, yo, I didn't even mean that, and I didn't explain. I didn't want to have a story about it. Yo, I didn't mean to do, because I feel like that would have just made it worse. But I low key, like, it sounded like I was about to cry. It did. It sounded like I was about to cry, and it's crazy because the head wasn't even that, like, it was great. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't crazy enough to a point where I was about to cry. It wasn't crazy enough to a point where I was about to cry. And then me looking back on it, like, if I never would have tried, if I never would have had what she said in my mind, I just never would have done that. I just never would have done that if she never would have told me about, oh shit, like, if you do this, like, I find this, like, really, like, this sexy as fuck or whatever. Like, I never would have tried it ever in my life. But I did that, and I just felt bad after. And then, you know, it wasn't like awkward the rest of the time, but we just normally, I know when we like used to fuck around, I just know that, like, it's like some type of funny comment that one of us makes afterwards. But this time it wasn't talked about, and I just knew, like, yeah, I wasn't giving, and she knew, and man, it's just not good, bro. Nah.
So did you try to fake it at first when it finally happened, you made the moan worse?
Nigga said how much to donate to hear it. Ew, you nasty as fuck, bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? Wait, did you try to fake it at first, but then it happened and it made me... That's kind of what happened. Like, I knew beforehand, I'm like, okay, I feel it coming. So that's what I was like. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, here it comes. Like, this is your time. This is my moment, you know? And then, like, it actually was crazy, but then it was too crazy for me to, like, try to emphasize it and for it to actually be crazy, for me to also have control over it too. And so when it got out of control, I tried to reach my hand out and grab it to regain control and composure, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. Nah, I sounded like imagine a nigga almost crying and then immediately stopping completely to catch his breath, and then sounding like he had just done a set at the gym, and then immediately going back into the squeal/cry, and then immediately back to the gym again, and then like like trying to like you shivering out in the cold winter. Like the many different transitions in my octaves and in my vocals at that point were actually insane. Like, I've never let that type of noise out before. Where that, like, I don't even know where that came from, to be honest with you. Nah, she didn't laugh. That's what made it worse, because if she would have laughed, I wouldn't have felt bad, but she didn't laugh. Shawn, you sharing too much, they asked. No, she was stone-faced. She dead was looking at me like, are you serious? Like, she wasn't surprised. She just was not amused. I could just tell she wasn't amused. And I'm just like, oh shit. And you get, like, I could just, the way she plopped my shit out of her mouth too, it was like, bro, oh my God. Like, it was like careless with the nut too. It was careless. It was careless as fuck. Cause it was just like one of those, like, oh my God, bro. I'm so mad at myself for that, bro. Oh my God. She locked in. No, she wasn't locked in, but I fucked it up. I know I did. That was bad. I don't remember how old I think I was 19 when that happened. 19 or 20. I might have been. I'm not sure. I don't remember. That was a bad look. She in chat watching? Hey, how you doing? You a demon. Or you was. Did she think the moans was fake, or did she think you were dead ass? We never talked about it, so I don't know how she felt about it. But I know for me, like, certain shit it's gonna hit me different when I think about it in my past and in my history, and in that moment, that is one of those things where I'm like, yo, this is not good looks. Like, I fucked that up bad. Like, that was one of those things where it's like, I don't even know you well enough to scream at you like that. I don't know what she thought. I hope she didn't think that. I mean, the amount of shit she got for it, she shouldn't have thought it was fake. Like, I swear to God, half of my fucking, you know what I'm saying, bloodstream was probably in her throat. It's not fine, bro. That's not looks. That's not looks. That shit fucked up, man. It wouldn't be. Like, if I was fucking with somebody that I knew that well, I would have laughed immediately after. Because I'm like, yo, that's happened after that, and I laughed, and we just had a laugh about it. Or something happened to her, and, you know, I'm like, hey, yo, you was really feeling yourself, huh? And I was like, we had a laugh. But, like, if you don't know each other that well, I'm the type of person, though, if something awkward happened, I'll laugh if I'm not the one who did it. Like, if you going crazy and, you know, all of a sudden, you know, we in the bed and you got a ceiling fan, because this has happened before, and you stand up trying to show out and you hit your head on the ceiling fan and you like, ow, and you bend back down and you like on your knees and now you back straddling me again. That's funny as fuck, and I'm gonna laugh. I'm not gonna make you feel bad about it and be like, yo, what the fuck, this weird ass bitch just tried to do some like weird acrobatic ass shit. Like, that's funny. That's funny that even happened. Or if you fall getting up from missionary and we at the edge of the bed and you fall back, I'ma laugh and it's okay. I'ma try to catch you too, which happened. But if I don't catch you and you fall, you hit your head and you just laying there thinking about some shit like, damn, I really got to get back up there. That's funny as fuck. You took a whiff of my balls and gagged. What the fuck? Bro, what? Are you good? I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's not a lot of niggas that can do that. It's like a guy snatching a girl soul when he was just rocking out something regular. Nah, when a girl cried, I felt like the man in the moment. But I don't think it was just, like I said, it wasn't just because of me. It was a lot of shit going on. And like, you gotta to get to a point where you can do something like that, it's like the whole day has to be what is it? Y'all have to be like on 10 the whole day. You gotta be on 10 like the entire day for something like that to happen. Or for it to sound like someone's crying. And that's why I said the other one, the one when I was 19 or 20, that's why I said that one is what got me to that point. Because I'm like, yo, that's funny. I'm like, yo, we've been kind of teasing each other this whole day. Like, of course I'm gonna feel away when it's time. You know, it is what it is.